Yo, what's going on, people? It's your boy Ape Huncho, back at you again with another video. And so I've got a couple of stories that I want to speak with you guys about that have came out of London over this past week or so. And this first one comes only one day after the broad day knife fight we saw took place in Hyde Park. Yes, I know that this was a few days ago now, but sometimes I watch stories develop if I'm working on other stories and videos. Then when we get a clearer picture, I'll go on to report on it. What I was thinking about doing on a Sunday though was, if I've missed stories throughout the week, or again if I do watch them develop before making a video on it, I was thinking about putting them into Sunday videos. Maybe we could do 1, 2 or 3 depending on how many stories I've missed throughout the week. If that is something that you guys would want to see, let me know down in the comment section below, and then moving forward, again, if I do miss any stories coming out over the week, I'll put them into a Sunday video. So this went down on the 2nd of June 2021, and just like we had seen the previous day, a broad daylight knife fight was captured on camera in Greenwich. The video is out there, but it's too graphic to put up onto YouTube, but it is on the news, so if you do want to go and see that, I'll post it up on my Instagram, which I will leave linked down in the description below. But in the most recent updates coming from this story, and 4 days on, the Metropolitan Police are appealing for witnesses to come forward, as no one has actually been arrested in connection with this incident yet. At around 4:20 PM, emergency services had been called to Barge Walker and Bessemer Place in North Greenwich to reports of a stabbing. When they arrived, their air ambulance had to be called out due to a man suffering from stab injuries being in critical condition. As it stands right now though, we don't currently have an update into his condition. Describing the footage for anyone who hasn't seen it, it looks as if 3 men are facing off with one man who's barefoot, and all are armed with various different weapons, that being knives, machetes and a hammer. They go back and forth jabbing at each other whilst witnesses are screaming for them to stop. The man who's barefooted then clashes with one of the men, and according to the police, they've come out to say it was the barefooted man who had to be rushed to hospital. A witness talking of the injured man said that he looked in a quote bad way, but also said it looked as if more of the men had been injured in this attack. Detectives from the South East Basic Command Unit have been investigating the situation along with the Met's Specialist Crime Command, and Detective Inspector Dave Ryan said this was a shocking incident that occurred in broad daylight outside people's homes. A man is now fighting for his life in hospital, and we all need to work together to stop these acts of violence. I'm asking anyone with information or phone footage to make contact. And so once again, another knife fight that's gone down in front of people's homes in broad daylight. Now, the video that has been doing the rounds in the news and on social media actually doesn't depict that this had actually took place in front of children. I did get sent one video clip that hasn't really been doing the rounds because you can't really see it too much in the video, but you can clearly hear a small child asking maybe a parent or an uncle or something like that what has been going on outside, and then this older adult tells them to get back inside because a knife fight is happening. And that is just the sad reality of 2021, where people are becoming desensitized to these knife fights, and this shouldn't be a normal thing, but it does seem as if it is becoming a normal thing on a regular basis now. We're moving on to our next story, and this one came later on that same day in Brixton. At around 9:30 PM, emergency services along with firearms officers attended Moorland Road in Brixton to reports of a shooting. When they arrived, they found a man suffering from both gunshot injuries to the head, and that same man had also been stabbed. He was rushed to hospital, where the latest on his condition has been assessed as non-life-threatening, so he will go on to survive the attack, but his injuries may be life-changing. But when police arrived at the scene to start investigating this incident, riot police had to be called in for support, as people had started to throw stones, bottles and various missiles at them. From videos that have surfaced online, it does seem as if some kind of event or party had been taking place. From reports that have came out, it's been claimed that a group of people approached officers that were leaving a house party, so the group could have been unrelated to the shooting that had took place. Right now we're unsure whether this man had been attending this party or not, and an arrest has been made in this situation though, and a 17-year-old boy was arrested on suspicion of attempted murder, but there is no current updates as to say whether he's been bailed. But normally, it being 4 days later, if a charge was to come out, we'd definitely know by now. Now, we don't know why these people had started to throw stuff at police, because no statement has came out to say what exactly went down in the moments leading up to it. Maybe it was just because people had got drunk and then they seen police and just started throwing stuff at them. But what has potentially happened now is that the crime scene could have potentially been contaminated, and therefore this could make this investigation 10 times more difficult than it needed to be. But for the man who was stabbed in Greenwich, I am hoping that he can go on to make a full recovery in his situation. And of course, in the Brixton situation, the man did survive the attack, but unfortunately he has been left with life-changing injuries. If I do get any updates from these situations, I am going to keep you guys posted on these ones. And again, if you do want me to do like a catch-up video or catch-up videos on a Sunday for news that we've missed throughout the week, let me know down in the comment section below. But yeah, it's been your boy Huncho, and I'm out.